31 News app.
Well, as allegations of excessive force continue to make headlines here and around the country, police departments are searching for safer ways to take people into custody.
And several Colorado law enforcement agencies are investing in a new device that some call a high-tech lasso or remote handcuffs. Fox 31's Dera takes us behind the scenes as Louisville police train the BolaWrap, all new at 9:30.
Grab one cartridge.
This is a tool police officers have never had before.
Make your device patrol ready.
A hands-off way to take someone into custody.
All right, remember your commands. You can engage whenever you want.
Something you might see in the movies.
You can think back to the Spider-Man days, and Spider-Man would deploy his web to apprehend so that he could address the situations the way that he needed to. And this is kind of that Spider-Man tool for our officers.
It's called the BolaWrap. The creator wanted to find a way to stop a person who was not complying because either they were under the influence or experiencing a mental health crisis.
I got an idea to take the bola, which the gauchos used, and bring it into the 21st century.
Walk the laser up to the knee, up to the knees, make your commands.
Louisville police invited the problem solvers to see their officers learning how to use the BolaWrap.
Bola, bola, bola. All right, so 2 good wraps. Hit just below the knees.
The wrap itself is very effective. There are 2 grapple hooks that come around and will attach into clothing, attached to about a 7-foot long Kevlar cord. Very difficult to get out of. So as it's wrapped up, it will temporarily control that individual so our officers can come in and make that arrest.
Officer Ryan Haylett found out firsthand.
It definitely would have slowed me down. Yeah, it did a good job of getting a nice secure wrap around the legs, and yeah, that definitely would have been effective.
Check out this body camera video from the Glenwood Police Department, what the chief calls a textbook example of the BolaWrap in a real-life situation.
Michael, stay calm.
We don't have a goal or an intention of hurting people to get them in custody. We prefer that we can do it as safely as possible, and here we were able to detain this person and get him the medical treatment that he needed.
There are limitations about when and where it can be used.
This won't be able to be deployed if there's a large crowd around the individual. It's harder to deploy in more confined spaces.
It's not considered a weapon and is not designed to be used on someone who has a weapon.
I'm cautious of saying, hey, this is the answer to all our problems.
Chad LYMAN is a use of force expert and an officer at a large metropolitan agency. He tells the problem solvers, as with any new technology, there are still a lot of unknowns.
What happens when it's windy? What happens when they're running? What happens when there's a person close to them and you shoot the wrong person and then he stabs that person because they're incapacitated? There's a lot of what happens.
But he says it's definitely worth exploring if it keeps officers and the public from getting injured.
We really do care about our community, and we care about those that we come in contact, whether it's a good situation or a bad situation. We want to be able to handle it the best that we can. This tool gives us that opportunity.
Each device costs about $900. Each cartridge costs $30. The company tells us 16 Colorado law enforcement agencies have already purchased BolaWraps. Several others are considering them as well. We have a full list of all those agencies on our website, KDVR.com. Dera, Fox 31.
Very interesting, Deb. Thank you so much.